Exclamation everybody, and welcome to Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. It is by Cornfox and Brothers Limited and published by FTG Entertainment. It is fully released, out on Steam, currently $30 US. This is a prequel to the first Oceanhorn game, which came out several years ago. I did a full playthrough right here on this channel of that, and I enjoyed the heck out of it. It was very much a love letter to like Wind Waker, Zelda, the Wind Waker, and this one also is definitely I would say a love letter to the Zelda series of games. Different art style. Most assuredly, it's not cell shaded or anything like that, but it's still very, very beautiful. And it has a lot of the same mainstay stuff. There's heart containers that you gather, the sword fighting, monsters that reappear and all that stuff. So from that perspective, it'll be very familiar to those of you who have played a Zelda game of some kind. And this game, the first game, I honestly, it's been so long, I don't remember that much about it. But I do remember that there were some, like, small puzzles and some exploration. This game definitely turns the exploration up to 11. There's a lot of exploration you can do, and you're rewarded for doing it. A lot of stuff to be found. Some puzzles, small, relatively easy puzzles at the outset here, and some combat. It's got it all going pretty well. I'm going to play the first about 45 minutes. It's a slow burner, so it does take a while to get into it. You're not going to get a whole lot of story. I've been playing this on live streams, so you'll be able to see it on the live stream YouTube channel, a longer playthrough. So in the first 45 minutes, you're not going to get a whole lot of story, but you'll get at least enough, hopefully, to kind of whet your appetite about it. It's rather interesting, and I'm thrilled to be able to record this and bring it to you. So without further ado, I'm going to start here, but I'm going to, you can see I've got about 4 hours in from our live stream, about 22% through. I'm going to start a brand new game for you guys. You're going to see the beginning of the story, and I'm going to get us over to the main thing here. There we go. Very good. I don't know, it's camera, I turned it off and now it's on every scene, but whatever. Anyway, we're gonna put, as I said, 45 minutes on the clock, and let's get going.
At the end of the world, I write this paragraph, to be the last for Realm of Arcadia. They fought valiantly against this end, but they are powerless before the fate set by Kronos. The sands of time have run many times since these events were set in motion, and none who took part in the downfall of Arcadia was left unchanged. Ah, an observer. At a time like this, your appearance is surely not a coincidence. I will show you what transpired, but for you to understand the whole story, you must experience it yourself. This I can tell, though. It is a tragic tale of two eternal souls. It began on a dark and stormy night, and all within a lost realm.
He said he would meet us here. Is it really you, Mesmeroth, old friend? When I got the message, I could not believe it was from you.
He should not suffer because of my mistake. This child is for you to raise, Master Mayfair. Take good care of him.
Alright, and we're right into here.
Box, stolen from me many years ago by pirates. Its contents are vital for your knighthood. Good luck, Master Mayfair.
Okay. Now, the game does auto-save. So far it's been fairly, it's been okay with the autosave. I haven't really run into anything too terrible. So we've been all right there with that in regards to that. When we get later on in the game, I would imagine it's going to get to a point where it's going to be really hard, and the autosave is going to probably annoy me. But for right now, it's been okay as we've been going. Oh, we got Cerberus here. Look at what combat's like. There you go. You do pick up XP and gold, and there are a lot of search areas around. And you see you get some health there, which refilled my hearts at the top. But the one nice thing about the game is you can keep on refilling as you go. So like up to I think 5. So even if I grab more hearts like this, you can see it goes into my charges for my health. So I have like a health what do you want to call it? Spell. That's what I'm trying to get. I have a health spell. You can see down here, and that is recharged by just picking up hearts along the way. And we got a bloodstone, 1 of 52. Something else we can look out for. So as you collect hearts, they'll give you more charges into your spell to heal yourself. So they don't necessarily go to waste until you get to the end, like I think level 5 on the spell, and then you can't collect anymore. Now the game has an auto jump, which is a little bit weird. Island belongs to the OUTCAST, okay. It takes a little bit to get used to, because there's a lot of points where you want to jump, but you really are at the mercy of the the game to do it for you. I forget what is crap. This, right? Wait a minute, here we go. Alright, what is happening here? Can how do I get it to crouch there? It's not letting me do it. I don't know why. Unless I it won't let me do it until I get the help text for it, maybe. Run towards the ledge, auto jump. See, if I run over here. So the jumping can be a little bit weird in that regard because it feels like you don't really have a whole lot of control over it, and so sometimes you'll jump a lot further than you anticipated you would, or you'll jump at points when you didn't think you were going to jump at all, and so it can get a little frustrating that way. And when you fall in the water here, you can swim, but your stamina goes down very, very quickly. So it's one of those things where you really don't want to fall into the water if you can help it. Here we go. It's explaining the spell materials like I explained earlier, and then vines you can climb, as they said here. I think I can't quite get up there, huh? At least from here, but I can grab this. So lots of coins to be grabbed. And lots of pots to break. Oops. There. You can see how it's a little bit janky sometimes with the auto jump, because you know where you want to go, but you have to be in certain spots for it to trigger, and then it doesn't always trigger the way you would hope it would. Now, I mentioned the XP stuff. There are levels in the game, sort of. They do, as far as I know, they give you, I don't know if they give you more power. I haven't quite figured that part out yet. But over on the top right there, you can see progress. It says Knight rank. I need 59 more XP to the next rank. You don't necessarily do more damage. There are other ways to do more damage, but I assume there's some kind of, I guess it doesn't give you more hearts either. Those are through heart containers. But I'm not quite sure yet exactly what the leveling system's there for, other than as a progression marker, you know. Maybe it's just something that wasn't clear to me as going through this first time, and maybe it'll become clear this time around. I don't know. I don't know that it ever really explained itself. There you go. You can see we're at level 2 on the spells there. Or 2 full, I guess, almost full spells of heal. Eternal vitality for the one who reaches for the apple tree. Now, as we go through this, there are obvious points where there are things that I just can't get access to. So they definitely want you to come back later on with different equipment. That could be a little bit frustrating, as I mentioned in the live stream. I know this, it's not doing anything that any other games wouldn't do or haven't done in that regard. But I wish games would wait a little bit longer before they start introducing things that you need, that you don't have the equipment for. Because there's no way you'd remember to come all the way back here to the very beginning to do, like, say, this tree, for instance. Hey, Jones, you're right. This place is completely abandoned. What on Gaia happened here? The entrance to the Outcast hideout is right there, but I was too afraid to go into the tunnels. There's something down there, something sinister. Like this, I believe we have to get up on top of, and I think that's why there's a hook there, because I think the first game had like a hook shot. I imagine this one probably does too. So I suspect there's something up there to be had, but we just can't get there right now. And there's the Heart Cove we're supposed to go through. There we go. Alright, over here. There's a small treasures in jars for you. Make sure to break them when you see them. Move that box out of the way. And it's a treasure chest. Now, up by the mini map at the top right there, you can see the number of treasure chests there are on the island. And you can see that just went away because I got the last treasure chest that's in this area. And then the other one is how many more bloodstones are in the area. And rather nice, I think, because it enables you to just kind of, you're not spending a whole lot of time just sort of wandering aimlessly to see if you've missed something. You'll know right there if you've missed something or not. So it's a nice quality of life thing, and I'm glad they have it. And it's for each area, so it's, so this bloodstone, I believe, yeah, it's over there. Could be out here. And then when we go down into, when you go into like a map transition and stuff, it then only affects, only in effect for that transition. There you go. Another bloodstone. You can see there's a hook there. Probably supposed to use the hook to do it, but I found another way to go about it. So I should mention that I am using a controller, but it's not that obvious at the moment. It does support mouse and keyboard. I don't know how well it'll work with that, because like I said, these games tend to have a certain design in mind. So I'll leave that as an exercise to you guys to figure out if the mouse and keyboard works just as good as a controller. One slightly frustrating thing is that the running takes stamina pretty quickly, and the walking speed is pretty slow for most of these maps. So we'll spend a lot of time just kind of sitting here, slowly making your way to wherever you're trying to head to. Okay. And talking about saving, climb up on objects under the height of your shoulder. Which again will lead you to some frustrations when you're trying to like figure out why you can't get up on this box, and it's like, oh, okay, it's just above my shoulders, but I can get up on this. Alright, and then I gotta jump this way, and then this way. There you go. You see the 5 chests went down to 4, so there's 4 more in this area. Now most of the artifacts and stuff you find, you don't really collect them. You just get paid for them. So money is really the more important thing. You see, like when I picked up that wooden statue, I don't have like wooden statues in my inventory. I just get immediately paid for it. First game did that too. It makes for a more efficient playthrough. You don't have to worry about shops and selling stuff, the shops and all that, which is quite nice. And we got our first button. The blue button is pressed. And this will give us our shield. Now, the one thing here... Oh, and now we're cadets. Oh, we get a bonus of 25 coins and our health is refilled. I think there are some buffs that we do get as you go up and stuff. Now, okay, so it does say right trigger defend. Because it also goes onto the B button at first. And I didn't notice that you could do it with the right trigger as well. Which makes sense, because later on you'll have other things on your B button that you'll want to be able to use and still be able to defend. The shield also, not only is it useful for defending, but it's more useful, as they're going to show right here, for moving rocks. Out of the way. Alright. Red button does not stay pressed down. Now, whenever you encounter a situation like this, your first instinct is to go and destroy all those pots, and then you couldn't do the puzzle, but the game's good enough that it will at least give you 1 pot back as you turn your back, so you can actually finish the puzzle with it. The one need not fear destroying all the things in an area. Yeah. Thought they were going to get the jump on me. That wasn't going to happen. Stuff. And there is the key to the door. On the other side. Yep. And we're gonna go crush a few enemies, maybe. Oh, darn. They didn't manage to crush them. You can crush enemies with with boulders. It is a legitimate strategy. Anyway. Okay. Now we're gonna get through that door. Or through that spot there, and that's where these convenient red barrels come from. They can be lit up. And, oops, that was not the way I wanted to throw it. Oh. There you go. You left trigger to aim and then right trigger to throw. Which also, we also have a gun, which I haven't shown you yet because I've been holding on to the ammo for it, because you don't, early on they don't give you a whole lot of ammo. So in the interest of not talking about it yet, we will talk about it in a second. And health container, so you get 3 of those. As you can see, you get an upgrade in your hearts, just like you would in a Zelda game. So see where the sort of mechanics are all very familiar if you've played any. And we'll get up and over here. Go. Okay, and then we got a chest down there. Just grab right now, which has a key in it. The door we're about to hit. If you collect all the healing materials, it will transform into heal spell charges. That's what I was mentioning. That was worded much better than I did. Oops. There are also like little challenges you can do along the way. Defeat an enemy with a boulder, buccaneer, all this stuff. So that gets you to... It gets you some coins. You can see I've already got a bunch challenges completed there. So a lot of the early ones are pretty easy. You know, roll a couple times, block an attack, stuff like that. All right, and Captain's Key. All these coins. You can see the icon there on the map showing we are going to be getting to a boss battle. And this is a Tarot board, which is a mini game that you can play with some of the villagers that we'll come up to later. It is essentially, if you've played Final Fantasy and you've played Triple Triad, it is basically Triple Triad, essentially. So, and then you collect as you defeat enemies and monsters. You collect cards along the way. So they'll charge up your deck. GALACTOSS. All right. Go. There we got him. And then hit him in the teeth. And showing me the, well, he's throwing pots, but it is showing me the explosives and stuff. You are probably supposed to throw explosives at him, but this works just as well. As you can see, he's not much of a boss, but it's early, and they're kind of, you know, introducing you to the mechanics. So there you go. And there's the key to the chest. Chest key. And we're level 3. Title of Junker. And Master Mayfair's lockbox. And automatically knocks us out. So, open world here. So here's our Tyrok stuff. So you can see what cards you have. Here's your quests as well. How many bloodstones you got. More importantly, when you look at the gear area here and you get a little map of the island, it'll show you all the little icons on the island of chests and all that stuff. And then it'll tell you how far you've gotten as far as this little area goes. So you can see with the Archipelago, we're at 82% completion. And then our next quest is to sail. And our game completion's at 4%. So a lot of good quality of life stuff. Alright, fail for first time. And we'll just head to the village directly. I don't think there's anything out here for us right now. There might be, but, and I don't know what the 19, I assume that 19 is some sort of artifacts you can go diving for. But I have no idea if I even have the equipment for that or not yet. Like I said, the game is kind of a slow start. It slowly opens up things to you as you go. So I'm not expecting the water stuff to be important until later on. The first game, the water stuff was right there, right at the beginning. This one, you're spending a lot more time on land. So where we're at. You can see the artifacts in the background of the previous civilization, and everyone's in their like 60s garb. It's an interesting way of dressing your NPCs. Okay, got your book.
A knight in training has arrived. I hope your trip went well. Did you find what I asked for? Good. Now, let's head home. You must be hungry. Let's eat, and you can tell me all about your adventure.
All right.
When
Follow
you become
him
a knight,
to his house.
the contents of this box will be yours, son. Lucky for you, those pirates never got the lockbox open. Okay, let's go through here. It's a beautiful day, and people want to spend it outside. It hasn't been this warm for weeks. Jen has been anxious to see you return. He was a little worried about you, to be honest. There he is. Say hi to him and come back to me.
All
Hey,
right.
you're back. I'm glad you've returned safely. It was your first adventure alone, after all. And here you are, unharmed. We have every reason to celebrate tonight.
Okay. Also,
Hurry up, I'm waiting.
okay, it won't let me. It won't let me wander too far away just yet. But we'll get an opportunity to go around this town here.
Here we are. Home sweet home. You've only been gone for a couple of days, but it might be a good idea to hone your skills against the training dummy while I prepare some food.
Okay. Now he's basically giving us permission to walk around and do our thing. First of all, we're going to crawl down under here and...
You've only been gone for a couple of days, but it might be a good idea to hone
no.
your skills against the training dummy
There we go.
while I prepare some food.
Grab that. And there's another one, I think, under here, right? Yeah, here it is. There we go. Read this. Gymnastics a good night. Make sure he's always fit. If he's in a hurry, he will use his ability to sprint for a short time. In the situation he demands, he can perform a dodge roll or two effortlessly, staying back up for battle, ready to face the dangers of his duty. Alright. So, train on it. Oop. Man just hit me. And I got a booster pack for a training dummy. And then I think it gives you another one too if you do even more here. Oh. Yeah, okay, it still gave me training dummy back. Alright, that's fine. We got that. That's kind of giving you an idea of what's to come there. I can't do anything up here just yet, I don't think. There's an upgrade to our gun that you haven't seen me use yet, that we don't have yet. We will be getting. Friends, welcome. Yeah, I think there was something down here, if I'm not mistaken. Like I said, the game is very good at rewarding you for exploring. No, nothing here in particular. However, he and I would have noticed the chest up over here. There you go. And the bloodstone. As I say, here lies Renard, Bard of Arn, and earth light shine upon you. Alright. And, so this girl here, Jill, we could actually challenge her to the tarot card majigger thing. I'm not going to do that just because I want to show you as much of the game as I can. There's a vending machine here where I can buy a card, 300 coins. Or, I'm sorry, a shard. Card. And then these shards are power-up. So basically, you add them to whatever makes the most sense. Now, the game so far has made it so that it will automatically select the thing that would give you the best, like the weapon or item that would give you the best loadout, I guess, for it, or at least the most bang for your buck. So right here, I selected my ammo for my gun as the thing that would be the best thing to use the shard on because it does both damage and charge. Whereas not everything has damage, might, and charge. Some things have just damage and might, or whatever. So this one here, because it does both, gives me 1 star in both damage and charge. It was a good idea to put it on something where you get both things out of it. Like you see, this only does might and charge, which and not damage. So I would have only gotten half of the benefit of that shard by putting it on there. You see damage and might here. Shield doesn't have anything, doesn't have any slots on it. So yeah, see how that goes. And that was also a challenge that I was see that. So there we go. Got another bloodstone here. And another booster pack. That enemy up. Okay. And let's see. Is this the... That's where I was. I'm trying to find the... I don't know if I can see it yet. There's a spot where you can get bombs. I don't know if you can get the bombs this early or if you have to wait until a little bit later. Bombs are useful, obviously, as we go. And we have that down. Yeah, the bombs will get you actually through that door there. Through that wall there, I should say. I think they're close by. Fisherman's Club. Don't know. You can't go into these buildings just yet, but a little bit later you can. I don't know if there's anything. There wasn't really that much of use in them. When I did go through them, like there wasn't anything necessarily hidden, except for maybe 1 or 2. All right. Alright, grab this and get this other bloodstone. That's all the bloodstone in the town. Yeah, here it is. So, can I like this with a regular bullet? No, I need it. Okay. I need the fire bullets do it, so that makes sense. Okay. We're gonna clear that out. We can't get the bombs just yet. Stay out with the dying fire. Life is but a cooling ember, a hapless knight, desperate for a prize that can't be won. And then forced in exile, it is a tale told by Scarabara, full of screeches, signifying nothing. Okay. Hi, Joker. I thank our grand reagent Archimedes for all the good he has done with his inventions and machines, but fixing this thing is not easy. Oh, I see you've got some Arcane Tarot cards. Make sure to equip your game board and approach people with it. Most people love to play if you got a board. Okay. That. Okay. Then basically what we can do right now, I don't think there's any more, oh, there's a chest over here that I can get at. I didn't see that. One behind it. Oh, I see it. Some bullets to replace the one I used. There we go. And then, one over by this other key door. This way. That's behind me. Oh yeah, that's okay, that's the bombs, yeah. Got it. Alright, so we've gotten all we can get right now. Without bombs there. Go read this. Sailorstone Memorial for the Lost Sailors of Arn. That. There is a board here that has side quests and stuff on it. Can't really do that just yet until we have our little heart-to-heart here. Go do that, and then we get a little bit more story. Slightly more. And like I said, it takes a while. So Corbin, Mesmeroth, and Master Mayfair. So unfortunately, you're going to get as much as I can give you for this little bit here. There's a big story drop about 2 to 3 hours in that really starts to open up the lore for the area and really gives you an idea of what's going on. It's an old letter from Mr. Mayfair to Jen. Dear Jen, I've been away for only a week and already missed the peace and quiet of Arn. The White City is noisy as usual, and Grandmaster's annual meeting is boring as ever. There's a rumor, though, that I found interesting. I was told that Archimedes is developing a new kind of weapon to defend Arcadia. A living fortress, I was told. Yep. I believe that living fortress also was the thing that you had to fight in the first was usurped by a big bad. So they're tying them both in. This game takes place 1,000 years prior to the first game in the series. So, like I said, acts as a kind of prequel. The White City is something we go to about 3.5 hours in, depending on how much searching around and stuff you do. I got that. Alright, we'll talk to him.
You're here. Sit down when you're ready to eat.
Up to the tower near town, bring the key to the town gate from the chip. Alright, I was lying. There wasn't more lore right there. For some reason I thought there was a little bit of a lore drop there. There was not. There was not. But we get a key and we start to leave this town and start to get more stuff going along the way. But I'm gonna have to kind of stop there because we are over 45 minutes, and like I said, it's there's a lot to it, and you can see our side quests are now showing up, and we're close to a side quest thing, and yeah, you kind of get the gist of some of it. It's unfortunately the opening hour or so is a lot of tutorial maybe you don't necessarily need if you've ever played any games, any action games before, but it's there. And then it's, you know, the combat, you don't have quite that much at the very beginning. And it's kind of spread a little bit around, you know what I mean? The game is really trying to focus more on the story and the exploration over the combat. If you're looking for something that's combat heavy, you're probably going to be a little bit disappointed with this, because it really, you know, you've got your basic, you know, sort of drone enemies, and you do have your boss battles and stuff, but they're not as necessarily as important as everything else going on. And so far, I think they've, for me, struck a good balance. But I can see if you went into this thinking, oh, I'm gonna, you know, it's gonna be a lot of action and a lot of fighting. Maybe not so much.
Look who finally woke up. It is your big day, boy. Hurry to the tower in the forest. Master Mayfair has a surprise for you. If you get lost, take a look at the yellow symbol on your map. You know, the day you've been training for. I will come too. Don't forget to stock up at the vending machine near Laurie's Inn. I'm off. See you later.
There you go. Alright. So, as I said, we're going to stop there, my friends. And I'm going to say, let me get this up here. This has been Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm. It is by Cornfox and Brothers Limited and published by FGG Entertainment. It is fully released out on Steam currently for $30 US and mostly positive reviews. 28 reviews as of doing this right now, and I think well deserved. It's been pretty good. If you want to see a longer playthrough of this, you can go over to my YouTube streaming page, which is linked on the channel here, or you can go to memoryleafdeath.tv/VODs instead of vids, as you can see on the screen there, VODs, and that will take you over to there, and you can watch me do a full playthrough, or you can see at least the 4 hours that I've got recorded right now. Anywho, as always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.